Hello and greetings, this is Fuzzfinger, your host for today. As usual, we are playing Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age, and the plan is to make our way through this snowy area known as the Areana Rift as we race towards the mountain known as Mt Bur Omisace, or something along those lines anyway. We've been heading there for a while now, so hopefully we'll actually make some progress. If you enjoyed watching the episode, don't forget to support me by hitting the like button, and stay tuned, we're going to get on with the show. In the last non-numbered episode that I've just put out, and it should be live by the time you're watching this, I've explained about the quickenings function and how you can make use of that in Final Fantasy XII, so do go ahead and check that out. And I've also made some other standalone episodes, such as how to level to 99 quickly if you want to do so while AFK, and some other bits and bobs as well, including information on the job system, and also how you can collect the game's strongest weapon, which is a bow known as Striton Gout. So by all means check all that out, but if you're just following along with the walkthrough and don't care about all that other stuff, then let's get started. We're going to begin by heading to the exit that's here, the only other exit apart from what would take us back to Garmore Jungle, and we're going to begin by, of course, just making our way around the path here. There's going to be treasures we can loot, perhaps no surprises there. And not only that, but we're not actually going to be here for a long time. Some of the enemies can be pretty tricky actually around this part. But we're not going to be exploring the whole of this area today, since we only need to head over one or two zones in order to reach the place that we're going to. That fella doesn't want to attack us because he's yellow. A wild onion. Oh, he's red. He's red. Are we about to die? Nah, no problems. No problems whatsoever. Nothing our team couldn't handle. We're going to head down the southern path here because there's a few chests we can grab. Not going to spend a whole lot of time though. But we're in the area, so we may as well. Whoa, double level hype. And there's a chest just over here. Let's get some speed going. This is the Zodiac Age. We don't go at normal 1 speed, do we? Is anybody here going to get rid of my blind status? Nope, in that case we'll just bring Ash into the fray. Oh, Larsa can do it. Well, you're not needed, Ash. Go away. I want to get my level 23s leveled up. Okay, so there can be a treasure there, but there hasn't been one for us, so we're going to move on. There can be a treasure there, but not one for us, so we're going to move on. There's an enemy though. Get plenty of enemies. There could be a treasure here as well. But, of course, there isn't one for us. What was that? Heard a weird noise. Right, okay, let's move on. Treasures, where are you? There you are, high potion. So those things look big and scary, but they're actually not that bad to kill. Any more treasures? I'm just going to go up here because there could be a few more that we might have just missed. Nah, we got them all. Just down south can be a couple. There they are, look. And then I think we are done in this area. Now, if we went down south, we'd go exploring more of the snowy plains known as... what did I say this place was called? The Areana Rift or something, wasn't it? There it is, Areana Rift. But we're not going to go down south, because we don't need to go down south. Instead, we're going to head to the exit that's in the northeast here. And there's, I think, one more chance of a chest spawning or treasure spawning just along this narrow path as we head across. Oh, it has. Oh, I won't bother with those. They're not bothering with us.
Empires parade down city streets while refugees walk barefoot through the snow.
And so I sue for peace, to stop short war and ease their suffering. My father will choose peace.
Will he now? You sound sure of yourself. You can never know another, even your father.
Don't take it the wrong way, Kay.
Right, so, a couple of event scenes.
This crisis would not end were I gone. The Senate hates the very fact that House Solidor exists. By necessity, we must find reason to silence them.
Necessity? Ah, yes, necessity. Does that word free you, I wonder? You show no hesitation to solve matters with blood.
The sword of House Solidor cannot be left to rust in doubt. It was you, Excellency, who tempered that sword.
Is this your idea of vengeance?
It is my idea of necessity. If we do not act now, it is not only our future you imperil.
So, you would dirty your hands to keep his clean.
My hands are stained with blood. I see little reason to stay them now.
So they are. And so House Solidor lives on.
Okay, we get back control of our team at this point. And this is where we're just going to follow the path along now. And when the path splits, we're going to take the leftmost path. But I'm just going to check for... No, I'm not going to check for treasures. Oh yeah, I am. Look, it's only a circle. And it was worth it for our Rhyme Fang. We do need to head to the northeast section though. But we will be back here later so we can do some more exploring at that point. Not going to go down there. Not yet. Looking in the corners here. Okay, let's move on. I guess we should check down here because we didn't come up the north path in the end. Right, there we go. And we can expect more cutscenes now. In fact, this area is going to be cutscene central, so fair warning to yous. First things first, we get another teleport stone, which is pretty darn useful. And there's also other things we can do. The first thing I want to try and do is find the Moogle that sells the maps, the cartographer. Ooh, no, didn't mean to do that. Oh no, it's okay, we haven't triggered anything, look. But before we go in here, there we go, look, the Cartographer's Guild. So we're going to buy both maps for the Rift. And of course, for the Mount. The Mt Bur Omisace. And then we're going to visit the vendors. The one thing I recommend you get at this point is the new magics that have become available. Let's have a look at the travelling merchants. See what we've got. So you got new weapons, new armour. But before you spend any gil on that, I do recommend stocking up on Curagar, Blizzarar, Berserk especially, and Darkrar. We are going to be using Berserk on the giant slime that I did try and kill before. It was a hunt, but failed. But now we've got Berserk, we should be able to get through there. And the other magics, you might need them. If you do, grab them. Other than that, you can just go ahead and stock up on anything else that you need, including equipment. Once you've stocked up on everything, you're going to head into the next area. And we're going to go all the way around here into the temple itself. And we're going to start getting a load of cutscenes as we carry on at this point. So now we're in the temple grounds. You can even chat to people if you want to get some bits of information from those. And we learn there's a lot of refugees around the area. And we're going to walk around the path. We do, of course, have the map since we just purchased it. And then we're going to head up these stairs here, slow things down a bit, and kick off another bunch of cutscenes. Actually, we just need to move forward a few steps before that happens. Quite funny looking, these acolytes, aren't they?
Is he sleeping?
No, my child.
Whoa.
I do not sleep. I dream. For reality and illusion are a duality. Two parts of a whole. Only the mirror of dreams reflects what is true.
Anastasis, your grace. I am
Lay
Ashelia.
down your words. Ashelia, daughter of Ramanas. I have dreamt your dream. Who better to carry on the Dalmascan line than she who bears the Dawn Shard? Your dream of a kingdom restored is known to me.
Grand Kiltias, then give us your blessing. Grant the Lady Ash her accession to the...
suppose this is something you might reconsider. My little emperor-in-waiting. You called and I have come.
This is the man I wanted you to meet. Believe it or not, he is a member of the noble house Margrace, rulers of the Rosarian Empire.
I am but one of very, very many. Try as I might, I could not stop this war alone. Thus, I came seeking Lars's assistance. Alcide Margrace at your service. To think I stand before the Lady Ash, it is truly an honor. I see it is true after all. Stunning is Dalmasca's desert bloom.
In Arcadia, Larsa. In Rosaria, Alcid. They dream not of war. Should empire join with empire, the way will open for a new Ivalice in our time.
Grand Kiltias, you speak much of dreams, but in the real world, war is upon us.
Grand Kiltias, I was told my coming here would prevent this war. I was to assume my father's throne and announce the restoration of Dalmasca, treat with the Empire for peace, and persuade the Resistance to stay their hand. I have not come all this way to be asked to reconsider.
A word from you and the Resistance would stop cold, and Rosario's pretext for joining the war scattered off to the four winds. This was what we had hoped. Alas, circumstances change. A full 2 years have passed since your reported death. Were it to become known you are still alive, I fear it could only worsen our current situation.
Because I am powerless to help.
Nay, in fact it has little to do with you.
Then what? If Lady Ash were to extend her hand in friendship, perhaps I could then persuade the Emperor. His Excellency will solve things peacefully.
The Emperor Gramis is no more. His life was taken.
Father.
What possible cause could we have to lay hand on our Emperor?
A deception and an outrage. The Senate will not stand for this.
A viper amongst our senators?
With Chairman Gregoroth as its head. With what dignity remained him, he confessed to the poisoning and passed his own
A
sentence.
viper with many tails. Much of the Senate is culpable.
We had no choice but to strip the Senate of authority and assign powers of autocracy to myself until such time as order...
Spare me your lies! I see the serpent coiled here before me!
Trace, you speak too freely.
Zargabath! Do not tell me you join in his mama's farce!
With Rosaria poised to invade at any moment, our leader must have a free hand.
The once great House Solidor is now reduced to myself and my dear brother Larsa.
Surely you would not go so far. Vain Solidor! As Judge Magister and upholder of the law, I hereby place you under arrest.
You misunderstand. Vane did not make himself autocrat. It was the very Ministry of Law which you serve. Do you see it now, Drace? When you bared your sword at His Excellency, you bared your sword at the law.
You wear the mama's motley well, Bergen. Such strength. Inhuman.
Zargabath, take the Alexander. You will accompany Bergen and bring Larsa back to me.
Sire.
Your Excellency, Lord Larsa was placed under my charge.
Oh? Perhaps you mistook your orders then. I can see no other explanation for why you were reporting and conjecturing on my doings to my late father.
Your Excellency.
A hound begging for scraps at the Emperor's table. Would you serve another master, hound? You may fulfill your duty as Judge Magister before us all. She has been tried and found guilty.
Your Excellency, I beg you reconsider.
Do it. I care not. Live, Gabranth. Protect the young lord. Protect Larsa.
Forgive me.
Pray Pray be quick.
And so House Solidor lives on.
Let us suppose you approach the Empire with a peaceful resolution. The late Emperor Gramis would have lent you his ear, that much is certain, but we are dealing with vain Solidor. Should the princess return, he would claim her an impostor, or to tempt the resistance into battle. Vayne wants this war, that much is certain. As our ill luck would have it, the man is a military genius.
The dreams have told me thus. To reveal yourself would imperil us all. I see war, and Vayne's name writ bold on history's page.
Arcadia's banners fly high. They are making ready for the coming war. According to our latest reports, the Western Armada prepares for war, under Vayne's command, no less. The newly formed 12th Fleet has already been deployed. Oh yes, the Imperial First Fleet stands ready. They'll be underway as soon as the Odin's refit is complete. And there is more. The 2nd Caravan Expeditionary Force is being called in to replace the missing 8th, so there will be no gaps. The largest force ever seen!
And then, the Nethicite is the coup de grace. Grand Kiltius, your grace. I spoke to you of my succession. Let us put that aside. Should I become Queen of Dalmasca now, powerless as I am, I can protect nothing. With a greater power at my disposal, perhaps then.
It is the Nethicite of which you dream?
I require something far greater.
To wield power against power. Truly, the words of a Hume child.
I am descended from the Dynast King himself.
Indeed. Then you have but one choice. Seek you the other power Wraithwall left.
Does such a thing exist?
Journey across the Paramana Rift to the still shrine of Miriam. There rests the gift he entrusted to the Grand Kiltius of his time. Seek it out. The Sword of Kings can cut through Nethicite. Why he would entrust the power to destroy Nethicite, the instrument of his greatness, to another and not to his own progeny, I cannot say. Awaken Ashelia Benagan, and take up your sword, or your dream will remain but a dream. My dream, too, fades into day.
And we finally get control back after all those lengthy scenes. And Larsa has left the party now. Which means that we need to be cracking on with the story with just the 3 of us. And so we're just going to be heading back now to the previous area, which was the Paramina Rift or whatever that place was called. So we're going to start by heading back to the save point, since it's been a while after all those cutscenes we've endured. And again, you can chat to some of the folks if you want to around this joint. Just check there's no other cutscenes that are going to spark. Nope. Alright then, folks. Well, I'm going to finish off then for today, and we're going to head back into the Paramina Rift. Beginning from the next episode, we're going to explore more of it as well then, so hopefully that will be helpful to you. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to let me know in the comment section, and come back soon, and we'll crack on with more of the game then. Cheers all. Bye for now.